Alright, here we go. TvP on Red City. In the bottom right from SCA, it is TravisYang. In the top left, that's cross positions. It is from Team Gravity, Debaser. He tied up this best of 7 here, and now is crucial game for momentum in the middle stages of this series. Let's see what these players decide to bust out. Red City, some interesting terrain that I'll show you now if you're not familiar with. Heard Beast and I talking a little bit about our woes in TvP on this map during the downtime there, but you can see why we mentioned both drops and Colossus play being effective. Pretty strong map for Phoenix as well. You get a nice little corner of the map with 4 bases, and I don't know, some people decide to take all 4 in this plateau. Some people will continue up the edge in one direction. I would expect players to stick to the 4 on the plateau in this matchup. I think we're seeing a CC first right now out of Debaser. Gateway's already down here for TravisYang, but on the 4-player map, CC first, much safer option. You're not going to get proxy gated or cannon rushed or any bullshit like that. It's even unlikely that the Protoss will feel comfortable making early probe cuts to grab a couple gateway units on a mothership core to attack you. So with standard timings of those units, it's no problem to have a bunker out in time. So just standard stuff out here from our good friend TravisYang. And 1 barracks so far with no gas following it up. I expect 2nd racks here from Debaser. Rallying out the SCV there, he knows the exact timing. And he's just starting his scouting now. Looping around to the top right, whereas TravisYang has decided to stay blind for now. We're going to see macro openings out of both players here. Pooled up to 400 minerals. A Nexus is thrown down, and the probe ventures off towards the center. The stuttering has stopped, thankfully. Yeah, all I can say is that makes me happier. That the viewer experience is stabilized. Grabbing a peek with that tower and guessing correctly on these cross spawns. TravisYang's going to scoot in there and actually deny Debaser's SCV from getting crucial gas timing information, in addition to what gateway units have already been created. I believe at one point there's a Zealot started, but perhaps it has been cancelled, or I'm just mistaking. Probe survives, and the Marine count is strong at the front. Feels confident with no bunker. Given that scout, noting that the mothership core was at home, keeping the Protoss expansion safe. And while throwing down a 3rd CC, no gas yet. So Debaser once again just trying to get his 3 orbitals going, and that huge economy to back up an aggressive bio play. You back? I heard the shuffling of mic. Twilight Council gonna finish up soon here, and a couple gateways being thrown out behind it. Now I wonder with how much gas has been saved up. That's 150. That's perfect for both Blink or a Dark Shrine. But right now he's clearing out his depot, and Debaser just making sure there's no bullshit pylons around his net.
Somehow I muted myself and then unmuted myself, but yeah, no, I just realized he dropped double gas just now, so he was playing super economic. I haven't seen a 3cc gasless for the longest time. In fact, I think that kind of fell out in HotS, right? Because they were doing super early stuff with like mothership core pressure and stuff like that, and blinks and all that nonsense.
Yeah, but I guess
I personally haven't seen it. Oh, he's right outside of vision of this pylon.
Yeah, it's quite convenient.
Thank you, whoever pinged that.
It
So he's
is
gonna go 2 base blink.
yeah, just 3 gates though. It's not too much of a commitment, but you can see this delays the Protoss players' upgrades and capacity to detect defensively. However, he obviously doesn't have to realize or worry about that, given the low gas count of his Terran opponent.
Now he sees the stalkers coming in. He sees them warping in, so he should have an idea. Yeah, he's putting the bunker on the high ground.
Yeah, and with 1 bunker already at the front, he should be safe there with SCV pulls. However, the mothership core and the awkward terrain of this map gives this attack some dynamic options.
Yeah, for sure. I think he'll be okay, but this bunker's gonna get up. He's gonna need SCVs on top of it. He's gonna blink onto it. I don't know. It's such a tense moment. The front bunker will be okay.
He's actually trying to pick off SCVs. Does a big mass blink backwards and wait for the cooldown. And note this ridge that is available. Although it's a big commitment, the Terran player does not have stim complete, so he can get away with something like that.
He does have a little bit of a supply block, which really matters in situations like this. Although, I mean, he's got the 3rd CC up, so if he's able to, obviously he played pretty greedy with that 3rd CC, and getting away with that on an aggressive play like this is a good trade-off, I think.
Whoa!
Somebody's lagging the game.
Oh, it's the Protoss.
The player.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for him. Trying to pull off his blink micro and getting some freezes. That's never gonna have your confidence up to do something bold.
Yeah, I mean he is Protoss, but obviously, like, I don't know.
He's thrown down a 1/3 of his zone and adding 3 more gates. His robo's just popped out an observer, and that robo bay is gonna be complete pretty soon. So he'll be able to respond to the influx of bio that Debaser has the capacity to produce now, given that 3 CC opening and such greed. He has so many production structures now.
Yeah, he is going for the charge though, so I think obviously he's not committing to this. He's pulling back right now, so he needs to. Debaser needs to take his 3rd here and maybe put on some counter aggression of his own. Medevacs are coming out. Stim's done. Combat shields and concussive shield are done. So I think, does he have? Oh, he's only got +1 just finishing up. So his upgrades are way behind. But I guess that's pretty normal. For the most part. 2-2. Yeah, 2-2 is on the way for the Protoss player. Debaser knows he needs to push out right here. He might even see this this observer. He's kind of angling it like he wants to snipe that bad boy off. But he does have the opportunity to catch his 3rd.
Yeah, you know, the gateway count isn't too scary for TravisYang. He just has that 1 Colossus, a couple force fields available. Charge has finished, so without medevacs this is kind of scary to engage. I believe the medevacs are trailing across the map now. But stemming up now, Debaser's committing to some degree. I mean,
there's
now
only
in
a
range of
couple
that
of
mothership core. Yeah, and he forced 1 Guardian Shield, so only one of those sentries can drop one of those, and he's managed to weave his way towards the 3rd. I wonder if he can focus it down. The rallies have been cut out.
That's huge.
Yeah, he's gonna grab it and just needs to get out.
If he doesn't lose his army.
That's true. The medevacs are sniped down quickly.
He's gonna burrow that. I'd say that was a good trade. Units lost is exactly 40 minerals difference. He's got a Widow Mine outside of the 3rd, so that's a little funny.
Yeah, his 3rd is completely saturated, so that is a really good trade.
Yeah, definitely. He's up in workers, so definitely that gritty opening off the bat kind of paid off, and he hit a really nice timing right there. I think if there was 2 Colossus out and a little more Sentry energy, he wouldn't have been able to pull that off.
Yeah, that was a great call, just being aggressive before his medevacs were there, stemming in and forcing the Colossus into a defensive posture where it couldn't really hang out at the 3rd.
No doubt about that.
He just
He's gonna try to burrow that Widow Mine. It's not gonna get down. That's the worst feeling ever. Is like when you have a Widow Mine in an okay position, but you try to get too greedy with it, and you try to put it in to get like some big giant hit, and then it just gets picked off. It's like, oh shit.
Should have got drilling claws.
Big, yeah, big drop coming up. He's gonna see it a mile away though. Thanks for pinging that again. Is that you pinging that shit, Space Whales?
No.
No, that's not you.
The fuck?
I know. You wouldn't. I know you wouldn't do that. I wouldn't cast.
I'm the observer. I'll
You
show
got that
everyone.
ping caster.
The ping caster. Who's the ping caster?
Like, I don't know who it is, but whoever it is needs to just pay more regular attention. All right, so he's gonna come in here. Up, coming over 3 stalkers. He needs to drop. Good drop there. As soon as these Colossus move, he's gonna come into the other side. Except the Colossus aren't moving. If he gets this Nexus,
Oh my. I think he's gonna be able to. He's got enough medevacs here
and
to
he's
escape.
coming on the other side. Oh, Debaser.
And he's not even going for probes, he's going for another Nexus snipe. Can he grab 3 Nexus in one game? He's kiting away from these 2 Zealots, and he's out of range of these Colossi.
And the best part is the main army drop got away. Like he lost a few units there, but now it's 1 Nexus against 3 CC.
Oh my.
And he's up 40 supply.
Yeah, the biggest part about
Jesus.
this is the gas income is so low. Like, oh, he's not gonna have too many Templar, and there's already 6 Vikings out.
Look at the probe train.
Where is this?
Oh, he's
probe train?
pulling SCVs. He's pulling the SCVs. He says, yeah, fuck you, Protoss. Let's do this shit.
The mining zealots bring out their fusion cutters.
And there's a mine in the natural. He can't place it down.
Oh my. Just demoralizing all over the place.
Protoss does have a scary army.
Yeah, you know what? That was a pretty good time warp, and he engaged before the SCVs got there. The majority of the bio has been cleaned
I
up.
think it's enough.
Yeah.
Vikings landing down. And I think Debaser pulls the unthinkable on Red City. Red Shitty.
Red not so shitty.
Yeah, Red's not so shitty when you're Debaser, I guess. GG. GG, and that's a very important win. That
He
was,
just fucking
real
moved in
tense.
there at the end. I wonder if he took his hands off the keyboard and mouse.
Well, he's tearing. Don't they all just A move?
Oh yeah. No, don't forget the stim.